Hello everyone, and today I'd like to give you your very first Imax review, because I don't review Imax movies that much, although I do have a huge DVD case right there in my room here. But today I actually just saw an Imax film, and it's called A Hidden Universe. And basically, I have it up here on the internet, and a basic summarization, it says, using CGI remastered telescope images and some of the most accurate physics simulations ever done, scientists demonstrate how the universe began, and basically and all like where it began and how what are some things that we never knew about, and that instead of just focusing mainly on stars and cosmology, is focusing on a lot more diverse things out there like astrology, metallurgy, and a bunch of other things. And basically, it says online that it's about 2 hours, but I think the version I probably saw that was like an hour long. So it was probably a bit like the one I saw was a bit more watered down, a bit more cut, to a bit more like a edited type of cut for a certain place. Because I saw this at Sounds World, and I'll probably a bunch of you don't know what the hell a Sounds World is. Doesn't matter, search it up. And my thoughts on this is actually most of my thoughts on this is really positive. Like, the story is fresh, kinetic, and it feels like there's a lot of energy going around. It's like showing you this, and then this, and this, and this, and this is really fast. And it's like, it does what a lot of scientific type of documentary films do. They show it at a certain type of speed. Therefore, the people who are good at this type of stuff don't need. It shows, to be honest, that it's not watered down anything. It's just pure science. It says, catch up with this if you can. If not, we're gonna let you get drawn behind. Because it actually is like it's not like a kid's documentary where it would literally draw itself down to a kid's level. It's like, no, watch it if you can't. It's like, watch this. If you can't get up with it, that's your fault. It's insane. It really does show this type of maturity with a lot of documentaries too, and I love that at first. And also the story, like I said before, is fresh and kinetic, and it's very positive throughout. And the effects, of course, are incredible, and some of the cinematography that they have when they show it on Earth is just gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. Like, I really love cinematography in a film. It's just brilliantly well done. And way kind of progressed through it. Like, the original I saw on the song was probably about 1 hour long. It was probably about an hour to 65 to between 60 and 70 minutes. And as short and condensed that was, I thought for what it, even though I haven't seen the whole like 2 hours version of it, I felt like, wow, it feels kind of complete. Even though I haven't seen the version, but that's the effect I got with it. I'm like, wow, I kind of. It's like the idea of something got cut out of this for the Science World version of this. I thought it was quite persistent. I thought it was very done well, and of course the story was really good. And the narrator, I cannot remember who it was. Maybe I have it here on the internet. No, I don't see it. But it was written and directed by Russel Scott, and it's done greatly well. I love the writing in this film, and it seems really well directed, of course. And my problems with this is like there's about 2 or 3 of them, and the first is that there's some moments of just brilliant, well done, like really great dialogue. I'm like, wow, that's amazing, that's great. And at that point, I'm like, and cut. But no, it kind of kept going at that point. Oh, shit. I'm sorry if you can hear the noise from upstairs. That's holy shit. That's really annoying. Okay, and my first problem is that, like how I said before, it's that dialogue. It's that build up a great dialogue. It goes up and up and up and up. Is it built to a great powerful point? I'm just like, and when we watch it, I'm like, and cut. And it kept going. I'm just like, why didn't you do that for the last bit of dialogue? And that happened, I think, like about 2 or 3 times, and those ones were really, I'm like, that got me a bit too teased up. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. You could have had this big, great, developing type of one, like a great line to finish it off of. And I think there's one, like, in like the last 20-minute mark, like, at that point. Like, that was, like, when it happened, I'm just like, I cut, and it's like, no, keep going, and I'm just like, oh, you really had to do that. And my other problem is that it seems like there's, I think, like 2 or 3 main subplots. Like, there's one, like, focusing on, like, the narrative with the explaining of the growth and the birth of the universe, like that. And there's another one with about this guy who has his passion for astrology and music, and I'm just like, okay, that's fine. And then there's another one with another person within the last 30 minutes, and they kind of shoved it in. I'm just like, well, this is kind of getting too condensed and a bit too rushed to put it in. I'm like, it seems like with the first 2 things they had going in, it's like, all right, great, the productions are kind of really respecting us. It's like, and it's like the last 30 minutes, it's just like, all right, you have another person, put him in your documentary, or we will shoot. It's like, okay. And that, to me, it seems like they could have literally left that third type of story that they had for this other person near the end. They could have left that completely out, and they could have stretched upon and like given more detail, if there is more detail on that, because like I said before, you need to kind of give yourself to this to really understand. But like I said before, it's just those huge amounts of like one person focus, then the main story focus, then the person focus. It's like, that's great, that's enough. But no, it seems like how I said before, the last type of arc they put in for this another character in the film feels, I wouldn't say it's out of place, but it feels kind of rushed, and it seems a bit hasty, and that's, for me, it really threw me off. And that was another big complaint for me. But aside from that, I think this is a very great IMAX film, and the rating for this, the rating system for IMAX films are going to be just the same as film, even though, quite honestly, there's a huge difference between an IMAX film and a regular film, and there is. But as it is, Hidden Universe Documentary, because I have the ticket right here, is a great documentary, and I would highly recommend it for anyone who hasn't near their house. And I would highly suggest it, and I would highly recommend seeing it. I'm going to give Hidden Universe an 82%, and it's really good. There's some problems, but it's still a great documentary. I will give this documentary an 83%. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed my review on my very first IMAX film review. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be making more videos in the future, everyone. I really hope you enjoy it. Till then, everyone, I'm out. And remember, stay strong, as always.